History is written by the victors, but what happens when there are no victors? No survivors. No one left to tell the story. Great kingdoms once ruled the world. They were advanced, powerful, and seemed utterly unstoppable. And then, in the blink of an eye, they were gone. No final epic battle. No clear answers, just silence. Tonight, we journey into the past to uncover the stories of entire civilizations that were destroyed, seemingly without a trace. Our first stop takes us back more than 4,000 years, to a civilization that flourished in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. The Indus Valley Civilization. They built perfectly planned cities, with grid-like streets and the world's first known urban sanitation systems. Think of it, advanced drainage and private toilets in every home, thousands of years before the Roman Empire. Their major cities, like Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, were marvels of engineering and social organization. But here's the strange part. Archaeologists have found no grand palaces, no lavish royal tombs, no definitive statues of kings or queens. It was a society of equals, a massive, peaceful, and highly organized urban culture. And then, around 1900 BC, the silence began. One by one, their magnificent cities were abandoned. There's no evidence of a major war, no layers of ash from a great fire, no signs of a brutal invasion. It's as if millions of people just packed up their things and walked away, leaving their brick cities to crumble into dust. So, what happened? The theories are as mysterious as the disappearance itself. One leading idea is environmental catastrophe. The Gagarhakra River, which was a vital lifeline for many of their settlements, may have dried up, forcing a mass migration. Others point to drastic climate change, a shift in monsoon patterns that could have destroyed their agriculture, leading to famine. Another possibility is a devastating disease outbreak, a silent killer that swept through the dense urban populations, leaving no marks on the bones for archaeologists to find. Whatever the cause, an entire civilization, one of the three earliest in the world, simply vanished from history, its language still undeciphered, its people lost to time. Now, let's travel across the globe and forward in time, into the dense jungles of Central America. Here, stone cities with towering pyramids touched the sky. This was the realm of the Maya, a civilization that mastered astronomy, developed a complex system of writing, and created a calendar so precise it's still mind-boggling today. For over 1,000 years, they thrived, building vast city-states like Tikal and Calakmul, ruled by divine kings who chronicled their histories in stone. They mapped the stars, predicted eclipses, and understood the concept of zero long before many other cultures. They seemed to have conquered time itself, but their greatest enemy wasn't another empire. It was something invisible, something that crept in and dismantled their world from the inside out. Around the 9th century AD, something went terribly wrong, and that's known as the classic Maya collapse. One by one, the great southern cities were abandoned. Royal construction stopped, the intricate carvings ceased. Kings vanished, and the temples and palaces were slowly swallowed by the relentless jungle. What could bring such a sophisticated society to its knees? For decades, scholars have debated. The evidence points to a perfect storm of disasters. Analysis of lake sediments reveals that the region was struck by a series of prolonged, severe droughts, some lasting for decades. A megadrought of this scale would have led to widespread crop failure and famine. This environmental pressure likely ignited another fuse, internal warfare. As resources dwindled, city-states that once traded with each other turned to fighting for survival. Archaeological sites show evidence of increased fortifications and violent conflict right before the collapse. Add to this the strain of overpopulation and deforestation, and you have a recipe for societal breakdown. The Maya didn't disappear entirely, their descendants still live in the region today. But the glorious classical civilization, with its sky-high pyramids and god-kings, collapsed, leaving only stone ruins as a testament to its former glory. Our next destination is carved directly into the rose-red cliffs of the southern Jordanian desert. A city hidden from the world for centuries, Petra, known as the treasury and the monastery, its magnificent facades are famous, but Petra was more than just a couple of beautiful buildings. It was the capital of the Nabatean kingdom, a bustling metropolis, and one of the richest trade hubs of the ancient world. The Nabateans were masters of engineering, especially water management. In the middle of an arid desert, they built a system of dams, cisterns, and channels that supplied the entire city with water, allowing gardens and fountains to flourish. Gold, spices, and silk from India and Arabia flowed through Petra on its way to Greece and Rome. Empires courted their favor. Their wealth was legendary, but fortunes, like the desert sands, can shift. The rise of sea-based trade routes under the Roman Empire began to divert the lucrative caravans away from Petra. Then, nature delivered a devastating blow. In 363 AD, a massive earthquake rocked the region, destroying half the city and crippling its vital water systems. More earthquakes followed in the centuries after. With the trade routes gone and its infrastructure shattered, Petra's population dwindled. The city slowly faded from memory, abandoned to the desert winds and known only to the local Bedouin. It became a lost city of myth until it was rediscovered by a Swiss explorer in 1812, a ghost of a kingdom that once controlled the world's riches. And finally, we come to the greatest mystery of them all. A story that has haunted explorers and philosophers for over 2,000 years, Atlantis. Unlike our other lost kingdoms, we have no ruins, no artifacts, only a name whispered through the ages. The story comes from the Greek philosopher Plato, who wrote of a mighty island empire located beyond the Pillars of Hercules. According to his account, Atlantis was a technological and naval superpower, a utopian society with incredible wealth and advanced knowledge. Its people were descended from the god Poseidon himself. But their hubris and greed angered the gods. And so, in a single, terrible day and night of misfortune, the island of Atlantis was destroyed by violent earthquakes and floods, sinking into the depths of the sea, vanishing forever. For centuries, people have asked, was Plato telling a true story, a historical memory passed down through generations? Or was it a cautionary tale, a myth created to warn against the dangers of pride and imperial ambition? Some believe Atlantis was a real place, perhaps the Minoan civilization on Crete, which was devastated by a volcanic eruption around 1600 BC. Others search for it in the Caribbean, off the coast of Spain, or even in Antarctica. Or was the truth something else? Was Atlantis erased from history, its existence deliberately hidden? Whether myth or a distant memory, the legend of Atlantis is the ultimate story of a civilization lost, swallowed by the ocean, leaving us to wonder if such a world ever truly existed. So, why do great civilizations disappear? They don't fall in a single day. The collapse is rarely a single, dramatic event. It's a slow, creeping process, a domino effect of cascading failures. The climate shifts, the rivers dry up, the crops fail. Greed and internal conflict tear societies apart from within. Resources are exhausted, new diseases emerge. Nature itself, with its earthquakes and volcanoes, can erase a city in an instant. The lessons from Harappa, the Maya, and Petra are written in the dust. They are warnings that even the most powerful, advanced, and stable societies are fragile. They remind us that our own intricate systems are global trade, our reliance on a stable climate, our sprawling cities are not invincible. If these great kingdoms could vanish, leaving behind only mysteries and ruins, could ours be next? History is not just a record of what happened. It's also a shadow of what has been lost. It hides its darkest secrets and its most spectacular failures beneath layers of earth and sand. While we dig for answers, we must accept a haunting possibility. Some kingdoms, and the truths of why they fell, were never meant to be found. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of the past, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next journey into the unknown.